Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about top 10 anime where the main character is lazy, but secretly a badass. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. Now without any further delay, let's begin. Number 10. Children of the Whales. In a world covered by an endless sea of sand, there sails an island known as the Mud Whale. In its interior lies an ancient town where the majority of its inhabitants are said to be marked, a double-edged trait that grants them supernatural abilities at the cost of an untimely death. Chakuro is the village archivist. Young and curious, he spends his time documenting the discovery of newfound islands. But each one is like the rest, abandoned save for the remnants of those who lived there long ago. For the first time in 6 months, another island crosses the horizon, so Chakuro and his friends join the scouting group. During the expedition, they find vestiges of an archaic civilization, and inside one of its crumbling remains, Chakuro discovers a girl who will change his destiny and the world inside the Mud Whale as he knows it. Number 9. Slime Taushit 300 Nen. In role-playing games, slimes are usually the easiest monster to kill, and because of that, they yield few experience points. But what would happen if you live long enough to keep defeating them for 300 years? After many years of being a corporate slave, Azusa abruptly passes away due to severe exhaustion. Seemingly headed for the afterlife, she meets a goddess who bestows her with immortality alongside a peaceful life in another world. There, Azusa enjoys her days tending to her farm, protecting the nearby village, and killing about 25 slimes per day, a routine that continues for at least 3 centuries. However, this rather monotonous cycle begins to change when Azusa suddenly finds out that she has reached level 99, the maximum possible level from slimes alone. Despite desperately trying to hide this fact in fear of ending her slow life, rumors of her strength spread nevertheless. Number 8. Great Teacher Onozuka. 22-year-old Aikichi ex-biker gang leader, conqueror of shonen, and virgin, has a dream: to become the greatest high school teacher in all of Japan. This isn't because of a passion for teaching, but because he wants a loving teenage wife when he's old and gray. Still, for a perverted, greedy, and lazy delinquent, there is more to Onozuka than meets the eye. So when he lands a job as the homeroom teacher of the class 3-4 at the prestigious Holy Forest Academy, despite suplexing the vice principal, all of his talents are put to the test, as this class is particularly infamous. Due to their utter contempt for all teachers, the class students use psychological warfare to mentally break any new homeroom teacher they get, forcing them to quit and leave school. However, Onozuka isn't your average teacher, and he's ready for any challenge in his way. Bullying, suicide, and sexual harassment are just a few of the issues his students face daily. Number 7. Robotics Notes. It has always been the aspiration of the Central Tanegashima High School Robotics Research Club to complete the Gun Pro 1, a fully functioning giant robot. For years, the members of the club have contributed to its progress, and it is now a Keiho goal to finally make the dream of all the past club members become a reality. However, things are not as easy as they seem, as the club lacks the funding for such a huge endeavor. Aside from that, the only other club member, Kaido, shows no interest in assisting his childhood friend and instead indulges in playing mecha fighting games on his Poke.com. As Kaido is in the middle of wasting his days, he receives an indecipherable message and hears a voice that seems to be drowned out by the noise of static. He searches for the source, only to realize that it came from Eri, an AI which only exists within the augmented reality system accessible via the Poke-Com, one that would have disastrous consequences in the future.
Number
6. Juni Taseisen. Every 12 years, mercenaries who possess the highest caliber of brute strength, cunning wit, and deadly precision gather to participate in the Zodiac tournament. Each warrior bears the name and attributes of one of the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. With their pride and lives on the line, they engage in vicious combat until only the victor remains. The 12 Zodiac tournament begins in a desolate city, devoid of any evidence of the 500,000 people who recently lived there. To raise the stakes, each warrior ingests a poisonous gem, thus setting a time limit on the tournament and on their life. With one wish for the victor up for grabs, the Zodiac Warriors start their cutthroat battle for survival.
Should we be moving on? 'Cause I've been burning and searching that feeling inside me.
Number 5. Horizon in the middle of nowhere. Taking advantage of the opportunity that the Mikawa conflict provides, Tori and his comrades attempt to rescue Horizon from the Testament Union. But even as the floating city Musashi speeds towards its next destination, the floating island England, Trezespana is preparing its own armada for war against the British Islanders. Now, as the quest of Horizon's emotions builds to its climax, Tori's new battle is about to begin in the land ruled by the Fairy Queen. The reenactment of the history described in the Mysterious Testament continues as the secret of the Armor of Deadly Sins is unleashed in the spectacular second season of Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. Number 4. Servamp. Mabaru firmly believes that simple is best and troublesome things should be avoided at all costs. It is troublesome to do nothing and regret it later, and this ideology has led the 15-year-old to pick up a stray cat on his way home from school. As he affectionately names the feline, little does he know that this chance meeting will spark an extraordinary change in his everyday life. One day, Maharu returns home to find something quite strange, a mysterious young man he has never seen before. His subsequent panic results in the uninvited guest being exposed to sunlight and, much to Maharu's shock, transforming into Kuro. Upon revealing himself as a mere lazy shut-in vampire, Kuro promises to leave once night falls. However, one disaster after another leads to Maharu accidentally forming a contract with his new freeloader, dragging him into a life-threatening battle of supernatural servants and bloodthirsty beings that is anything but simple. Number 3. Arrival of the Psychokinetic Girl. While reveling in the successful clinching of a prized vase for his collection, Yoshifumi Nida, a Yakuza member, is rudely interrupted when a large, peculiar capsule suddenly materializes and falls on his head. He opens the capsule to reveal a young, blue-haired girl who doesn't divulge anything about herself but her name, Hina, and the fact that she possesses immense powers. As if things couldn't get any worse, she loses control and unleashes an explosion if her powers remain unused. Faced with no other choice, Nida finds himself becoming her caregiver. To let her use her powers freely, Nida asks Hina to help out with a construction deal, which goes smoothly. But while this is happening, a rival Yakuza group covertly attacks his boss. To Nida's shock, his colleagues later pin the blame on him. Tasked with attacking the rival group in retaliation, Nina steels himself and arrives at their hideout.
新田は私の知ってる大人とは全然違う。新田といるのは楽しい。
ひなー！テレビアニメひな祭り。
What the hell? Important than my dinner. I see what you're saying.
Look out!
Number 2. Grimoire of Zero. In a world of constant war between humans and witches, there exist the beast-fallen cursed humans born with the appearance and strength of an animal. Their physical prowess and bestial nature cause them to be feared and shunned by both humans and witches. As a result, many beast-fallen become sellswords, making their living through hunting witches. Despite the enmity between the races, a light-hearted witch named Zero enlists a beast-fallen whom she refers to as Mercenary to act as her protector. He travels with Zero and Albus, a young magician, on their search for the Grimoire of Zero, a powerful spell book that could be extremely dangerous in the wrong hands. During their journey, his inner kindness is revealed as he starts to show compassion and sympathy towards humans and witches alike, and the unlikely companions grow together.
And something from nothing. I'm a mud black witch.
Number 1. Dramatical Murder. Some time ago, the influential and powerful Tao Inc. bought the island of Midorigima, Japan, with the plans of building Platinum Jail, a luxurious utopian facility. Those who are lucky enough to call it home are the wealthiest citizens in the world. The original residents of the island, however, were forced to relocate to the old residential district, and after the completion of Platinum Jail, they were completely abandoned. Rib and Rhyme are the most common games played on the island. Rib is an old-school game in which gangs engage in turf wars against each other, while Rhyme is a technologically advanced game wherein participants fight in a virtual reality. To be able to play Rhyme, you must have an all-mate, an AI that typically looks like a pet, and the match must be mediated by an Yuzui. Aoba has no interest in playing either game. He prefers to live a peaceful life with his grandmother and all-mate. That's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe the channel. If you are new, remember to hit the notification button for any more upcoming videos.